In Confluence Cloud, you can easily manage your projects in one place. Your team could benefit a lot from having a place where people can work together and store related files. Start with creating a new space for your project. Select Spaces in the Confluence navigation and select Create Space. Define the required settings and select Create. Now you have a new space for your project. You can also modify the space settings whenever needed. Select Manage Space to view and change space details. Click Edit Space Details to start changes. You can modify multiple space settings here, including name, logo, homepage, and many more. In the space settings, you can also update space permissions and set access restrictions for your Confluence space. As you have a central place for team collaboration on the project, organize the start page of the space. With Confluence Cloud functionality, you can change the page layout to define how information appears on the page. There are several column layouts available. You can also change the width of your Confluence Cloud content to impact the visual presentation. After inserting a layout, you can easily switch between the options. Once the page is organized, add the project information. You could use native Confluence macros for this. The Children Display macro is great to list the child pages of the page on which the macro is inserted. The Page Properties Report macro allows you to insert a customizable table with data from other Confluence pages. The Jira Roadmap macro is an easy way to instantly view all the changes in the project planning in Jira on Confluence pages. Don't forget to list the team. Use @mention or the user profile macro for this. Add links to the sources or artifacts your team will need during the process to keep everything on the same page. Now your team can get down to work on the project and refer to the current page as a general project overview. It highlights the team members, significant project information, links, roadmap, and future events. You can make this page even more helpful by adding interactive elements. Use the Handy macros for Confluence app for advanced page formatting. Add Handy button to insert Confluence-like buttons and make links more visible. You can add buttons anywhere on a page, including the Page Properties Report macro. Status management becomes 3 times faster as you can switch statuses in the page view mode. Use Handy Status in the Page Properties and Page Properties Report macros to ensure that status value is updated automatically across several Confluence pages. Once you switch Handy Status on a page with detailed information, the value is changed with an overview on the main project page. With Handy Date, calendar changes are much quicker. Update dates on Confluence pages without editing. You can also choose to add macro coloring to track deadlines easier. The current date and all dates before it are red. A week after the current date is yellow. More than a week after the current date is gray. Use Handy Status, Handy Date, Handy Button, and other macros of our app to create interactive Confluence pages. Free trial for Handy macros for Confluence is available on the Atlassian Marketplace.